It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Tap forward by Allen on a jet sweep.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Allen now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Allen again. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you...
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, I like the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, here's Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here comes the boom!
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox.
We got
Many
this.
different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Of course, the catch was nice, but after, he able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Touchdown! Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
All right.
second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Pushes past him and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that pressure came right up the middle. Remember the good old days when they would scheme to make sure that they smacked the guy snapping the ball? And you know, he had his head down. He's kind of in a vulnerable spot. Rules prevent that now, so you have to go about it a little bit differently, but you can still get pressure there.
And almost always, when you see somebody get to the ball, it comes off the edge. They're able to sneak through the middle of the line. Hard to believe.
Yeah, cardinal rule broken, isn't it? Right up the middle. That's supposed to be a place you protect the most.
Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Jackson on first down.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Oh, some strong running. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. He does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
Allen's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And they will take a knee here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen off the play fake. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Boom!
That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
Home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
You got him.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's baby sock.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay game, offense.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They run again with Breida, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. There, the defense was ready at look for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Check down to Breida. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Let's go.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown! Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, Allen will keep it. And he'll get this up to a... It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. And they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Jackson. And that was caught. So they converted it a double. Now this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Second and 11 now. They go counter with Breida. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Delay game. Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.